gang, Rob here, and Denise and I are over at my buddy Andy's house for a little summer barbecue cookout by the pool. And his daughter's boyfriend, fiance, whatever the hell he is. Yeah, whatever he is. He has a new Tesla. See, you're the one making it rain today because you washed the car. That's it, yeah. All right, guys, there's his new Tesla. He's going to take us out for a ride in it right now. I've never been in one of these before, so heading out for a ride, and I've called shotgun. All right, guys, here's how you do the door handle. Very simple. It's a fulcrum is right here. Push on it. Drops the window. Pull it up. Drops the window a hair so the window doesn't catch on the rubber molding. And it's logged into his phone, so when his phone gets near, it's like having its own chip. Very cool. Okay. Takes a little bit to get used to, but
that's all right. I won't be in here again.
And then there's no instrument panel, guys.
If you see,
yeah, I saw the light when I was coming out there.
Yeah. So this, yeah, that's right. This is actually the not 100% sure what it's called, but it's a tent made by, I want to say 3M or PP, whoever it is, but it's the 100% UV block, IR block, and that's why you see the iridescence in the.
Because it's sending it back up.
Here.
Getting rid of it.
Fantastic.
Quick, get in.
Tesla Model 3. Model 3.
Okay.
Come on, kid.
The Model 3. All right, that would take some getting used to, gang.
There's no buttons in the dash.
This is wild, people. Here, hold the phone a second. It's a TV.
Yeah.
Well, Shannon must like sitting way back here.
Yeah. Well, I did all the detailing earlier, so all the seats are disheveled. So. All right. Basic interior. There's really nothing. No instrument panel. Everything you need and for information of the car is right here when it's on. So when it's in drive, it tells you who doesn't have their seatbelt on.
Oh.
Shows you the PSI of the tires when we start rolling. Shows you your charge. All the information for the car is right here. So then when we do information of the car, we can make some people's day by making a fart.
You do.
So
a car that makes fart noises, you gotta love it.
Right. So it has options like this, fireplace that'll turn on the heat. So when you're sitting there with a nice view with the panoramic screen, you got the fireplace with the heat coming out, sets the mood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Turn the fireplace back on for him.
Yeah.
He missed a picture of it.
I missed a picture of the fire.
There you go.
That's it.
Did you hear that stereo?
I did.
That is incredible.
Yeah. So I've been in some fast cars. Oh, this is actually one of the coolest things too. Sorry. So this is your air control. Dog mode can be put on. This is literally your vents. As you see, there's no vents on the dash. This is how you adjust it. You drag it up or down, and you can split it open. So it has two vents going out. Bring it together, bring it down. It's all customizable. You know, if you lock them together, and you can bring them sideways. It's again just, I mean, there's no no limit anyway. So dog mode.
Just your fan control.
Yep. So this is general fan control. It's on auto to sync it to the temperature here. 5-seat heated seats, so all 5 can be put on at one time. All off actually. So that's dog mode. When I leave the car and have the dogs in the car, it will stay at whatever temperature I set it at. Usually 70 anyway.
So it does that without the electric motor running?
The car's on right now.
Sure it is. Oh my God, it is.
So when did it come on?
It's always on. It's always off.
See, that's my buddy's answer. He gives me those yes and no answers all the time.
I'm just telling you.
It's always ready to go.
110% of the time, it's always ready to go. The interior never gets over 100 degrees because it's always on. I could set it to where the temperature never got over 70, but I would kill the battery all the time. I mean, storage, go with the basic, standard storage. All the regular cars have that stuff, but they don't have this. So if you watch the glove box there, so that's kind of cool, right? All right, so let's go for a ride. So like I said, I've been in.
All right, where's the airbags?
You got one right there, and all across that. This is this changed the IIHS safety features. So Volvo was the best car to ever go through the IIHS until Tesla. Then Tesla came through and blew out all their records out of the water with their Model X. Model X had the best rollover rate, even though it was the highest center of gravity for a SUV.
I was gonna say, isn't that the Model X is their SUV,
yeah,
right?
with the X-wing doors.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Now, was that because the center of gravity was so low when it with the electric?
Well, you got the. I'll show you. Actually, get on the road because there's no cars, but. So if you see this diagram here, you got dual motor. So this option is dual motor here, one in the front, one in the back. But this whole green and black panel here is the battery, and it sits right at the level of the motor. So your center of gravity is
very low
as that battery.
Okay.
And that battery is all of 4,000 pounds sitting right on the ground. So even if you have it 4,000 pounds above it, there's no way you're going to roll this thing over.
Okay, so now do all Teslas have the dual motors?
No.
Just the ones with the all-wheel drive?
All-wheel drive is dual motor.
Okay, so and if it was two-wheel drive, it would be in the front or the back?
Rear-wheel drive.
Rear-wheel drive.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'll accelerate, so just be ready. When
I'm ready.
When
I'm ready.
Make this right turn. It makes me sick, and like I said, I've been in a few fast cars here and there, so we'll just do
There you go.
It's a nice slow creep.
Holy shit!
We're in adventure.
Seriously, this is like being on a roller coaster. Holy smokes!
Move pretty fast.
Oh, that was 70.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I used to work at Disney at Rock and Roller Coaster,
Yeah, right.
and that was 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, and I think this was faster than that.
It's quick. Like I said, I could have got the performance model, but I wanted the autopilot, which I'll show you when we turn around here. So the autopilot's nice. It'll actually go around curves for you.
But they still don't call it an autonomous driving car. Here we go again.
Yep.
Heads pushed back into the seat, people.
So it shows you the speed limit here, and I can't set the autopilot to drive itself over 5 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Okay, well I think that's a pretty cool safety feature.
Kind of nice, right?
So just one click of the wheel of the.
So
It's
now,
on autopilot.
so
It's stopping. For
It's
you.
self-braking.
all right, we're kind of scary. Once it first starts, you're supposed to give it some time to calibrate. But now, if let's say, hypothetically speaking, I wanted to go to work, I drive all the way down to Ulmerton to make it right. This is me in the morning.
Drinking a coffee.
This is like, all right.
Here we go.
Get my phone out, check some emails. Once in a while, it'll tell you. This is how they get you to more or less pay attention. Is it'll tell you apply slight turning on the wheel, and once you do that, it'll cancel out and fully autonomous drive yet again sooner or later.
Oh, cool! There's a car coming up.
Right.
Oh, that is way cool.
Yep. So apply slight turning force, and if I don't do it, it'll warn me up here, and then if I don't do it again, it'll start chirping at me. And then once, if you don't pay attention to it by this time, it turns off, and you have to put it in park in order to reset it.
But isn't that kind of dangerous that it slows itself down in the middle in the lane?
Yeah,
and then you have to come to a complete stop and then put it in.
It's screaming red lights if you're not paying attention.
Oh,
by
okay.
that time.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're gonna accelerate again.
It was hard getting my arm out there to hold the phone, people.
I don't.
Because I mean, both the driver and the passenger in that video were sound asleep. I know.
Yeah. I mean, I can make it look like I'm sleeping by doing this, and then people kind of give me weird looks in the morning. But
yeah, but that guy filmed them like next to him for like 15 minutes, and they were.
Yeah, there's ways around it. That's for sure. Especially if you have. It's called Navigate on Auto. That's the fully autonomous driving, which I won't get into it, but I had that as of last week, and now this week I don't. So I'm in cahoots with Tesla getting that figured out.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so that's the only downside that I've had with Tesla so far, is I had options, now I don't. I don't like that, but
Now
that's the autopilot.
Is that just something they took away, or?
Well, so when I bought the car, I bought this VIN intentionally because it was configured with autopilot, enhanced autopilot. All right. So what that means is I can have it park itself. It'll come up to me, pick me up. It'll literally do everything. All right. So I had that for the first month and a half of me owning the car because it was configured to my Tesla VIN, right? So
Yeah,
my VIN
yeah.
number has enhanced autopilot.
Yeah.
They're trying to say that I don't have it now because I didn't specifically purchase it after I owned that VIN. The VIN was built with enhanced autopilot, so I'm trying to argue
That you didn't have to purchase it because it was already in there.
you can't take the tires off a car if it came with tires on the car.
Yep.
So if you're in a parking garage and you call your car to come get you, it'll come get you?
Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
So like
This really is the car of the future, then, isn't it?
it honestly is. I was skeptical. I actually bought this without test driving it. I've never done
Based on what?
everything.
Just all your research you did?
Everything. I mean, I was up and down. I was asking Shannon about buying this car, for 6 months, and she's like, I don't think you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it. Enough research, and I went and bought it.
And
Took a $200 Uber to Orlando to go get it.
well, they had the showroom in the Tampa Mall there.
This I saved quite a bit of money on.
Going to
By going to Orlando.
Well, it was the Orlando International Mall show car.
Okay.
Oh.
This was what everyone was looking at when they were walking around the car.
Looking at the windows.
Yeah.
I'd have said you could have picked me up or called me. I'd have taken you over there and saved you $200, just so I could have got to drive back coming there.
Pay $100 to take me over there.
There you go.
But no, this is it. I mean, there's games that we can play while we're sitting here in case we're bored.
Asteroids.
Right. I mean, there's all those games you can play, and they actually use the steering wheel.
Too much left.
So as long as I don't touch the brake, I should be fine. But this is literally just a game that you play when you're supercharging your car. Supercharge from 0 to 100, depending on your amperage, takes
You charge
about
it at home with like an extension cord from your house?
more or less.
So yeah, what does 0 to 100 take? To 100% charge for you?
On a supercharger, 15 to 20 minutes.
For a full charge?
For if I'm at home and I'm at 0,
Yes.
it'll take me 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
So, but when I drive from 20% to 80%, and I'm always in between there because Tesla tells you don't go over 80% because there's apparently expansion in the batteries. You can kill the life of the battery if you go to 100% every time.
Mm-hmm.
If you drop below 20%, apparently that can start resetting your maximum capacity. So I always play in between those. If I get close to that, I just plug it in for the night.
Do you have a station at work?
Nope, I just charge it every 4 days, once every 4 days, and then I'm good.
But now by doing your city driving, though, with your regenerative braking, does it charge itself up some while you're driving?
Yeah, let's say hypothetically speaking, I wanted to, really extend it. I could make this last, 2 weeks.
Oh, this is just, he's using the steering wheel, people.
So, I mean, you can make the charge last as long as you want it to. I can put the aero caps on the wheels, make it a little bit more aerodynamic. I can change the settings to where I'm not driving like an asshole, pardon my French, driving like a jerk all the time. So there are actually, this is just, again, something cool.
So there is really no miles per gallon here. It's just
not technically.
the more conservative you drive, the
it's actually WHO per mile. Honestly, I don't want to say the wrong thing and tell you the wrong thing. I don't know what that is. The higher, the better, though. So me averaging 140 or there. So I'm averaging 251, which is a little low because I drive like a jerk because it's fast. But also, it has different acceleration as well as steering mode. So I'm on comfort right now. I don't feel any road bumps, anything, nothing in comfort. Standard is just like your regular car, but it's brand new. It's the tightest steering wheel you've ever felt. Sport, I mean, you feel even the ladybug you just ran over, you felt it. You feel every ounce of the road in the tires because it's on sport mode. You want to be able to feel when you're coming around a corner, and so it.
Oh no, I think I'd be choosing that comfort model too.
And it honestly, I didn't think it was going to do a lot, but you can feel it in it. When you hit it to sport, it's like, your arms are shaking, then you hit it to comfort, it's like just a Cadillac and just floating.
And this is all done through Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or whatever.
Yep. So this is your dash, if you will. This is your dash with all your buttons and sliders and everything. Everything's right here. I can literally change anything about the car I want right here. I can change navigations, use HOV lanes, avoid ferries if the planning wants me to do. I mean, I can have phones hooked up, so I could have you be paired to it. I have Shannon's phone paired to it, so if she gets in, she can do all the info. There's no keys. You don't have to worry about it.
Don't lose your phone.
Well, I've never done that before. If my phone dies, which it has, this is my other card, or my key. I'm sorry.
Ah.
So it's a Tesla key. You just set it right here. Now it's activated to that instead of my phone. I assume anyway.
Will that let you in too?
Yeah. Yep. So if my phone dies, as long as I don't lose my wallet, I have my Tesla key card.
Nice redundancy backup there.
Yeah, right.
Didn't we just say gift phone?
So it's like I said, the car of the future. Everything's customizable too, obviously.
Does Shannon drive it?
No, she won't. I tried to get her to. Let me do easy entry. I honestly don't know how to do it. That's how new the car is.
That's okay.
Well, anyway,
Very cool.
So the steering wheel, I can literally shift it to the left, or in, out, up, and down by pushing on these balls. Once I get it to a certain setting, I don't know how to get to. I'm sure I can figure it out, but
That's okay.
yeah.
So for your comfort, then you can position the steering wheel.
Anything the steering wheel or the seat is all customizable. It's got lumbar support, all that good stuff. I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but I've never had a car with
I like the roof. It's all glass.
fully automatic seats. There's a center armrest for you guys too.
Cool.
I've got one of these.
Yeah, those
You
cup holders.
see
Wow,
the roof from?
Yep. Front and back is glass.
Yep. So
Now, are they making models where this is going to be solar rechargeable?
yes,
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they have options. They actually right now have a charging option where you can drive the car onto a pad, and it more or less kind of when you set your phone on a charging pad. That's I think one of the newer things coming out. And
So it's going to have a car charge pad.
yeah, where you drive over it and it's charging. You don't
Neat.
ever have to plug it in again.
You put it on your driveway.
Yeah.
When you get home, slide it under there.
Just plug it in, drive on it, and you're done. And then, yeah, like you said, solar recharging. They're actually doing more or less roof racks. Like if you were to strap some kayaks up there, they just have a nice square flat panel, and it charges the battery. You never have to plug it in. And that's for like the semi trucks and all that doing long.
I was going to say, so you could do a long trip and not have to recharge. Just
just let off the gas once in a while, regenerate, and then go.
Do 700 miles in a day or something.
Yeah. So, and the trucks that Tesla has fleeted are fully autonomous. Not a single driver in a Tesla truck.
Now, also with this, if you were to take a cross-country trip, does it tell you where the charging stations are?
Yep. So we'll navigate to home. There's no chargers on the way, but let's say if I wanted to drive to Michigan and I'm going to go up 75, that's the only charger right around us right now. Is at Wawa's on Gandy there. But as it tracks my course going up 75, it'll start
picking up more.
Yeah, so let's say this is 300 miles between that point and that point, or for sake of argument, here to here. It'll make sure you can make it there on whatever charge you have, and it'll tell you you're going to be at 1% when you pull in there. You better feather the gas, So it's kind of cool. It plans out where you got to charge and where you have to. I mean, these are all the superchargers.
Oh, okay.
So obviously along the way you can.
So by superchargers, they're going to give you a faster charge since you are traveling on the road.
Correct.
Okay.
The supercharger is just meant to get you 0 to 100 fast back on the road. It's supposed to be comparable to if you have a big truck and you're filling up the gas. It's going to take you 10 minutes. You're going to go get some food. You're going to get something to drink, and by the time you come back,
it'll be done.
You're full of gas or you're full of charge.
Wow.
What's this about?
I guess Andy wants you to see him cooking, so.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
We're coming.
What? Over this?
Driven, right?
How do you open the door?
Don't mind. Will you check the oil for me?
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Oh, look at this. Looks like a VW trunk because the engine's not here. But it's right below that.
Wiper fluid.
wiper fluid's the only thing, that and radiator fluid.
So does your back look like this too?
Very similar. I'll show you. So then these are grocery clips.
Also, don't fly all
Yeah.
around. So
No, they
your-
think of everything.
So your battery, you said your battery's under.
The battery's the
It's a long
entire
flat.
length of the car.
It's like right inside the frame rails.
Starts right here.
Okay, so it's a big battery.
Yep, and it goes all the way back to right here.
Huh.
And everything can be controlled by my phone. including the hatches, the charge port. So this is my
What's your cable?
Oh, it's a 220.
it's actually a 1540 220 volt 50 amp.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I couldn't think of that, but that's the charger.
Oh. And it goes in your gas camp.
Yeah.
It's trying to
I'm gonna say it goes right here
Yep.
because of the seam right
Yeah.
there.
So,
Who's gonna open it up?
yep. Charging. Push that button.
I mean, that's for one for Christmas.
You have to. You have